Mitigate the cyber attack risks with best cybersecurity protocols. Undoubtedly, data breaches and hacks are quite unpredictable, especially without cybersecurity protocols. We often misinterpret that small organizations are specifically not cyber attack prone without measures of cybersecurity, but the reality is somewhat different from our imagination.
But before we start moving forward, make sure to subscribe channel and click on the bell icon. Sprintzeal provides training programs, certification programs on their websites. If you're interested in them, do check out the links in the description.
Most business owners tend to neglect the fact that they can encounter any sort of data breaching scenario. However, such consideration has no place in this digitalized world where accessing relevant data is at our fingertips. In a conducted report, about almost 43% of cyber attacks are primarily targeted at small companies which haven't yet received sufficient recognition. The cybercriminals found the small enterprises appealing because of the lack of adequate initiative while implementing the business policy and cybersecurity fundamentals. Who benefits from cybersecurity practices? The impact of cybersecurity practices extends across a diverse landscape of individuals and entities. Small businesses turn to these measures as guardians of their data and the trust of their clientele. Cybersecurity professionals, on the other hand, consider these practices as a gateway to a fulfilling and prosperous career, where their knowledge and skills are highly sought after. For enterprises, regardless of their scale, cybersecurity practices stand as a fortress around their operations, financial resources, and critical data. By prioritizing these measures, organizations earn the faith of their stakeholders and customers, ensuring the safety of digital transactions and interactions in an increasingly interconnected world. How to prevent small enterprises from cyber criminals? 1. Protect the enterprise network. Is the Wi-Fi network that you use in the enterprise secure enough? If not, then you should definitely lock it now. Because an ongoing technique referred to as war driving is mainly used by cybercriminals to exploit the Wi-Fi network. Once they identify a vulnerable Wi-Fi hotspot, they make sure they have entered those wireless networks and extracted the data. And the best defense against war driving should be by implementing encrypted traffic using the latest encryption technologies. Additionally, you have to set a unique password that can be easily accessed. There is an additional step that you can definitely opt for. Create a guest account for your client customer. And that's it. 2. Increase the protection level of payment processors. Certain small enterprises have equipped mobile applications for the convenience of customers. Through these apps, accessing and making payment procedures have become extremely possible for a certain amount of customers who prefer indulging in online shopping. So, make sure you have secured the payment software. And always make sure you have limited in-house access to your card data. Customers also need to properly analyze the payment terminals to avoid data breach incidents. 3. Enhance the email security. Nearly most of the malicious email attachments directly come through the Office files. So, it becomes important to avail of basic email safety precautions. The first step that needs to be performed is a rigorous employee training plan where they will be taught not to open any suspicious files, links, or emails that do not cover the enterprise activity. Both the sender and the recipient should encrypt their sent documents that can be only accessed through a one-time passcode. 4. Opt for a cybersecurity plan. Well, apart from implementing a cybersecurity plan, it is also required to acknowledge what actually needs to be added to that plan, including security policies. First and foremost, to keep an employee training program and an incident response plan that will be highly effective to protect the business image. These training programs must be conducted on a yearly, monthly, and weekly basis to identify potential security breach scenarios. Security policies are essential components of any comprehensive cybersecurity strategy. Also, you need to include the required security policy and procedures to secure the enterprise network. 5. Use multi-factor authentication, MFA. MFA is one of the key factors as a good cybersecurity protocol for two-step verification and safeguards data and information with special controls with VPNs. This secures that any device authorization check is added as a part of the VPN connectivity. The MFA should also be expanded to a few applications with another layer of applications. Prefer VPN connections at any point in time, especially with sensitive data. 6. Look for HTTPS on websites. Firstly, utilize HTTPS on your website. Next, inspect links before clicking, engaging solutions which could identify data leakages like source code leak and credentials leak on spam websites or random websites. In this situation, it is best to increase the frequency of privilege account audits and clean up or scan data immediately upon identification. 7. Refrain from public networks. Well, it should be a priority to use secure means of communication. Exposing to public networks is a risky move even if it's related to work or personal information. Any interaction or communication related to work needs to be connected with secured enabled tools or other secure modes of communication. Avoid using freeware for any video conferencing or presentation or data sharing when it comes to corporate information exchange. Do invest in security upgrades. It is the best protocol.
If you found this video informative and useful, we'll always bring new concepts explained for you, so stay tuned with Sprintzeal, and if you like the video, do share. If have any doubts or queries, do let us know in the comment section. Use the coupon code YouTube10 in our website to get 10% off on all our courses.